My name is Micah.
Micah, come, ready, let's go. 1, 2, 3. Hello, my name is Dan.
I'm Jen.
Sunny. Micah.
And we make up the Wasp family, and we've been serving with Hands at Work in Africa since April 2009. And we recognise that many people that knew us beforehand now have no idea who we are. And so we wanted to, we asked our friend Daytona if he would be able to tell a bit of what we do and who we are, so people can find out more that we won't have a chance to meet or talk to. And so we aren't a particularly special family. Of course the boys are very special and very good. We're just a fairly normal family that heard kids were dying in Africa and decided that it wasn't right, and we wanted to do something about it, and so that's why we joined Hands. And so Daytona's gone around and asked people to tell him what we do, and we had no idea what they would say, and we didn't pay them, but hopefully they will tell a bit of a story of what we do and our life here in Africa.
The Wasp family are actually, they are neighbours. They live right next to my house, and I want to take a few moments today just to speak to you about them. It can't be done in a few moments. In Hands at Work, we are a very diverse community, coming from many walks of life, coming together. We live in a community, and we say we are before we do. So part of who we are, how we live, it's key in how we do discipleship, how we train African leaders, how we invest in people. It's a major part of what we do, because that is the one thing we can leave behind that nobody can take from Africa. Dan and Jen are playing a key role in mentoring these amazing, what we call diamonds in the dust. They spend their lives reaching out to these guys and pouring themselves into them. From the orphans, on a weekend their house looked like an orphanage. As the children come and they stay with them and they are with them, they spend much of their time in a community on personal relationships with widows, grandmothers and children. That's how the Wasp family lives in Africa. They live the dream of Hands Out on a personal level, and the impact in the work and outside the work cannot be measured. If I had to measure it, it would be measured in hundreds or thousands of lives that are changed. But both of them, even also in a work environment, are taking key relationship roles, leadership roles. Jen is in charge of a lot of programs where we bring international people, teams, volunteers together, and where they need to be orientated, where they need to be shaped into places, into an organization where people are running 16 hours a day. She's communicating all over the world with people, preparing them, debriefing them, doing the nitty-gritty administrative work to get people to come and serve in Africa. Without those people, we cannot do the work. They are the support structure we have behind the scenes. Dan himself is on the field most of the time. He's got African leaders around him all the time. He spends his time developing them, breaking into new ground. They love their work. It is a privilege to watch how God is working in them as they are working in Africa. Right now, key leaders in Hands. We thank you for supporting him. I put everything of my integrity, whatever I have in front of you today. I will say to you, what you do in supporting the Wasp family is a great investment in the kingdom of God. Great investment. These guys are pouring their lives into villages. As I speak to you right now, 5 o'clock this morning, Dan crossed the border into Mozambique, into one of the worst areas, and in that area, in a worst community where he will be sleeping now, tonight, reaching out to people with no hope. Guys, what you are doing in supporting this family is huge. Your partnership is huge. I want to encourage you, if you can, push it harder. And please do not forget them. Do not forget to pray for them. Do not forget to support them monthly. And when they come and visit the UK, embrace them. Embrace them. Pour into them. What you pour into them is what they can give out when they come back. I appreciate you for everything that you do for them. Continue to give generously. It's a good investment.
My name is Levi. I work in Hands at Work with Dan and Jenny. Yeah, I've been part of Hands for 5 years now, and I've been the blessing to me and the community, and also to the community in the CBO where we work. When I say the CBO is the community-based organization where we serve the most vulnerable children. Dan and Jen, it has been a blessing just to be with them and to see their growth and to take senior leadership. They have served with me in South Africa, Swaziland, and Dan also is served with me in Swaziland most of the time. And also it has been a blessing for me because now I'm in Zambia coordinating. So Jenny has been the help for us, just to come to support us, because we've got 30 CBO, we are partnering with them, which has been challenging for us in Zambia to manage. But because of Jenny, just to go to Malawi willingly and supporting us, and also in Zambia. So it has been really a blessing. And also, it's a blessing also for me personally to see how they are serving the community, not only to go in the community to support the children or to care for them, but they have opened their house also, that the most vulnerable children, they go in their house and they make them to feel that they've got the parents. So I just want to thank you, all the friends they have who are praying for them, who are encouraging them, and who are supporting them in any way that they can continue, because when they do that, they are part of us, and personally they are part of me, because Dan and Jane have been supportive to me. Thank you so much.
They are so kind and sweet. They are good parents. They are taking care. We appreciate them just like his, because now we are taking them just like our own parents.
Since our parents died, they look after us, and they take care of us. Yeah.
Some people are sick, or they don't have parents to talk to them, so then they come here to just help them, so they move forward on their future. Yeah.
On 2010, the time I'm at Trinity. So the first person that I start to know is Dan, because that time I'm not watch a TV and I'm not eating food. So he came to me to feed me food and make me be happy with that movies. I don't know to speak English, but Dan and Jen, they teach me to speak English.
It is good to let people know them because they can solve somebody's problem. I like to visit with them.
And they take care of people that is suffering outside, and they help people that they have lots of problems to solve it. And I like to stay with them because they help people that are not have houses outside.
My name is Audrey. And I'm staying here in South Africa. I'm serving with Hands at Work. So together with Dan Waspes. And I think it's a privilege to us to have the Waspes family. To me, it is a privilege mostly to me. Like, honestly, he's got that love to most of the kids, most of the caregivers, most of the care workers, even to us who are working together with him. So I learned most of the things from Dan since I was started to walk alongside him. When Dan's playing together with the kids, so you can see that how lovely he come to the level of the kids. So to me, I just thank God to be part of this Waspes family, to my personal life, and again to save with them in Hands at Work, again to thank the church to just allow them to be part of Africa, saving the most vulnerable kids in Africa. It's just that we appreciate and we trust that I think it's a purpose of God for them to be in Africa, because the Bible says God knew us while we were in our mother's womb. So, and I ended thinking that I think God knew that this Waspes family will be part of Africa whenever they're born in England, and we thank God about them.
I work with Anne since 2011 when I'm joining Hands. So we worked together in Cloud Service Center by 2012. He was a good motivator from the kids, especially the youth. And he also helped me with my teenage girl, Nozipo, who was not behaving well. So Dan was the one who was helping me to understand the stage that my girl was in. So I think it's helpful for Dan to be here to help other children. And also there are kids that are close to Dan. When you go to the CPO, they ask you, where is Potiten, where is Sikumbuzo?
The Wasp family are a huge blessing to this community. As you know, we believe so much in families, and having them here does bring stability and teach us many lessons about what it means to be a family within a community. They are part of our lives in many ways, and it's been great the way they've allowed us to be part of them as a family. Dan, as a leader at Hands, works with me in the team I'm working in, and he serves sacrificially, he's teachable, and he believes in people, which is a huge thing when you are raising leaders in a community. And of course, Jen, being the mother of 3 boys, she still finds it in her heart to carry our burdens and to support us in this community. She looks after new volunteers, and she does that diligently. And as a family, they've been part of my life personally. Just recently, they took my son under their wing, and I don't know how they did it because they've got 3 boys, yet they took my son as part of their family. And they just loved him unconditionally, and that made him to really turn his life around. And that was a huge testimony to me and to many people around. We love their boys, of course, Sane and Micah, and they bring fun and excitement in the community. They can be challenging, but I think they like having so many aunties and uncles who spoil them and yet discipline them at times. And I do like Sipo, who's Micah, of course, a lot, because he has a way of just asking us challenging questions, wanting to find out about what our hair is, how does it feel, what do we do to it, and I mean, he's fun to have around. We love this family, and we thank God that they are serving with us at Hands.